they've been doing stuff about death anyways. Like, the lifespan has definitely increased since a long time ago.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah. I mean, what? Yeah, and it's so funny. I mean, it's just to kind of talk about what's going on right now. Corona, funny too. The the average death rate on Corona, the average death age on Corona is actually higher than the average life expectancy in the United States. Yeah.
Hey, man. I won't argue with those. I mean,
Die of a heart attack before you die of corona.
yeah.
Yeah. You're more. Yeah.
Which, I mean, fuck, dude, it's kind of good. Like, it's people are really not looking at the optimistic part of this. Is how long has it's probably one of the first times in history that we've had a pandemic and not had an excruciatingly high death toll. Like, I mean, there is good to be found in this. Like, I mean, even though we did terribly with this, we still did pretty damn good.
I mean, I think the reason why everybody is so scared of the corona is because we actually don't have a cure for it.
Well,
that's why people are fear it.
Well, I think the fear is we haven't had something like this happen in quite some time, and a lot of the people alive right now have never seen a pandemic like this yet. But it's happened before.
Wasn't it every 100 years a pandemic would happen?
Every 100 years. We have a pandemic or a virus or a plague every 100 years. We have...
Except by the government. No, just kidding.
Yeah. And it's we did pretty good. We didn't do bad. Like, and we're still dealing with it, but dude, there's a lot of people alive still.
Government's like
the plague didn't kill over half the population on Earth.
It decimated 70% of the population in Europe.
Yeah, that's still fucking ridiculous.
It is.
That is a lot of dead people.
That's a lot of dead people.
That is a lot of families ripped apart. We have not had that many families ripped apart, which is, I mean, no one's looking at the optimistic side of this. This could have been so much worse. It could have been
a lot worse. I mean, we could be, and the other thing is the whole rest of the country could have ended up like New York. You know what I mean? It could have gotten that bad. The whole rest of the country could have ended up in New York, where New York's, I mean, death toll is outrageous. And then if you look at their nursing home deaths and everything else, I mean, holy crap. It's just through the absolute fucking roof.
Yeah. And another thing is you don't know how much of it was actually of the corona itself because how they actually measured the whole was it how they measured to see who died of the coronavirus is if you died while having the coronavirus and you died of the coronavirus. So it could have been a lot of car crashes, suicides, stuff like that.
Hospitals were incentivized to mark deaths as COVID, which was fact. They went through that, and that's how it was handled, which is terrible.
Well, the CDC director came out a couple of weeks ago and already said that.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's been validated that's true, and it's sad, but
which I'm not saying that people haven't died of the corona. I'm just saying we don't have an actual estimated amount of who actually died of the corona.
Well, we're not going to know we're not going to know any solid evidence on the numbers for years.
Yeah, it'll be at least 2 years before we know the whole story. Yeah. And even then, we might not hear it for another 30. You know how the government is and not to be a conspiracy theorist or whatever, but I mean, yeah, the government does hide stuff. There's no argument about that.
Mm-mm.
I saw a news article on YouTube of it was Africa having their first death of Corona 20.
Yeah, COVID-19.
COVID 20.
Oh, COVID 20.
It actually said COVID 20 on there. It's they're going through COVID 20 and we're going through COVID 19. But I don't know if that was just a mistype or something, or if that's actually real.
COVID it's just it's common cold essentially, and this is a mutated version of it.
Yeah.
It's either the flu or cold. Either way, it doesn't really matter.
It's a very cold because coronavirus. The common cold is a coronavirus.
Yes. So the fact of the matter is yes, there will be a COVID 20, 21, and so on. It's mutations. So, and people are going to wig out about that because it's so fresh off of COVID-19 being considered essentially a plague.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how people see it. But
we hit pandemic status.
Yes.
There's a certain threshold number for different groups, whether it be the CDC or the World Health Organization or the United Nations. There's certain thresholds you have to hit in order for it to be a pandemic, and we passed that, so we are very much in a pandemic.
Yes.
There has been a few times where that number has dipped below pandemic level, but it's definitely. We've definitely gone up and down from pandemic level, especially over the last couple of months.
Yeah, but it is not. Yeah, no, it's essentially the common cold. It was a really bad strain of it, and That's all there is to it. I mean, it's not as bad as everyone made it out to be.
No, and even with what we're dealing with here in Nueces County, it's really not that bad.
No.
So, let's talk about something besides Corona.
Yeah. Off the topic.
Fuck, I am so tired of talking about fucking Corona.
Same.